I'm hearing somebody had to face their inner demons before they were able to tip over into your timeline. Somebody had a reality call, a wake up. Individual thought they had you under their control, that you would always come back, that you would make excuses for them, etc. And I sense this is a person you've been broken up with for a while. You either were in a relationship with this person, you've been broken up for a while, and at this point, you may not even realize it, but in a scheme of time, normally, you would have came back by now, is what they're stating. Maybe this, let's give a representation. Maybe you've broken up with this person a couple of times, and like you would ghost, you would go ghost from each other for like 2 weeks, 2 months, etc., but you would come back before 2 months was over, every single time. You've passed your 2 months for that representation. It could be longer, it could be shorter. Whatever it is, you surpassed, and there was a test. There was a test today that was more like a pop, not even a pop quiz, a pop exam. That's what they want me to state. But when I say test, don't take it as pass or fail. It's like a test run. It's a trial run to see if you're ready, if you're in tune with yourself and trust yourself enough for new opportunities to come through. They have to throw a lot of chaos at you. And it doesn't even have to be external. It could be internal chaos, like having to make a decision where you feel, okay, I've been here before. You had to teeter-totter on what's the true full letting go. What's the true jump? What's the true new beginning? Going back to another person? Or go forth understanding you knew what was going on the whole time in the connection, and they were afraid of being hurt by you, so that's why they made you feel like nothing, is what they want me to state. Or they gave you these high highs, but would almost feel like a sense of yanking away. You see, this person did not promote the energy of safety. This person did not promote the energy of being able to think. It was rush. It was controlled. A lot of it was psychological. That's what they want me to state. Because it came from a place of insecurity. They always thought that you were out of their league, but they never would have told you that. So you had passed a test today where you could have reached back out to them. Like, I sense that either today or in the past week, you've had a lot of messages of... You had a lot of messages stating that their soul wanted you to reach out to them. You were seeing their name, their car, songs, certain insects, certain animals. So much teeter-tottering on, is this spirit telling me that I have to fight for this again? That this time will be different? No, it was literally your guides trying everything they could do to shush up the outside noise and tell you, you are right at that finish line. All the times, right before you passed the finishing line, which was letting go of this connection, not letting it consume you anymore. It was like right before you got to the line, there would be something that would make you fall or trip. And you stated, I'm going to have to do this race again. I don't have to try for this race again next year type of energy. It doesn't have to actually mean next year. But this absolutely could be a connection where in the past year you've gotten over them. It's taken time because things don't just happen overnight. It's kind of like working out. Your body for a really long time, you're not going to feel the effects in a positive manner. It's going to be hard. It's going to be stressful. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe and know that one day when you wake up, it will be different. The time of true skill, the time of true consistency, persistency, is the beginning before you see the results. It's a progression the whole time. It's dedication the whole time. But to get before the point of where you're at your prime, that person is resilience. That person is who met this individual. They don't know who you are now. They're not supposed to know who you are now. You've been saved from this connection, and you passed the test by not going back to them. Let's see what the cards have. Wow. You've completely broken self-illusion. I'm telling you, you don't care about what was happening behind the scenes with this person anymore. If they never experienced telling you their hidden truth, if they never experienced the bliss that would come from being in your life, let them. Let them have gotten to almost their finish line and stumble. But you're not going to look back and try to pick them up. You were both almost on the same team at one point, but they want me to state. You had a timeline together. We're not destined to be with certain people. We're destined to meet energies, frequencies. Staying together in every lifetime is left path, right path choices. This person and you were on a manifestation flow together when you first met. There was cycle repeating of immaturity and impulsivity on your end. With them, there was a cycle repeat of isolation, of mental manipulation. And what I'm hearing is, could have been like a deep form of, there's a difference between knowing what you like and having a very fruition sexual life, okay, versus somebody who it's forming to a point of addiction or destruction. And it feels like the person connected to you in this reading, they tipped over to where being sexual, keep it PG-13. By being intimate with somebody, it was no longer about intimacy. It was about lust. It was about compulsion on a different end. You both dealt with impulsivity issues, but it was a yin-yang. This person, their home life was not together. Growing up, they felt very pushed off. They could have been a person that tried to be what everybody else told them to be for a long time. I'm just seeing somebody really trying to just fill shoes, wear what other people thought was cool, play sports or do some form of an activity because other people thought it was cool, not because they actually enjoyed it. Listen to other music, acted a certain way because they were trying to fit in for so long and conform, and they broke out of that. They broke out, they lashed out of that. I see somebody that went a whole other direction, very rebellious. The person they are now really has still a lot of growing to do, and that's why Spirit has steered you away from them. That's why you've been saved in this dynamic. That's why they've been pushed at points to be vain to you. Yes, their own guide pushing them at points to be vain to you so you could see the surface. So you could see it on the surface what was really going on inside. Because here's the thing. their guides are not trying to steer them any way but the right way. The right way. The high vibrational way. The way that's going to lead to them seeing what this life existence is about and leaving the point of where right now they think they're off autopilot. And I would say they're on cruise control. They're not on autopilot, but they're not fully in charge of their vehicle. You are. Not only that, you're not even doing automatic, you're manual. This person, they're not even on automatic. They're another frequency level down from that, which I would call cruise control. You're in control, but at the same time, your guides are still doing much more of the movement for you. But if you don't want to pay attention still and hit those brakes, destruction could happen. So, you absolutely have also a masculine energy attached to you that has passed away. This person could have been a form of a big brother, a big sister. It does feel somebody that you felt protected by. So they could have died when you were young, etc. They are telling you they are so fucking proud of you. Because this big brother, this big sister, etc. has been like, I've been fighting for you up here, motherfucker. When it came to your keeping your soul clean is what they want me to state. I'm not a person that says these things very lightly, and take what resonates. This isn't for everybody, okay? What I'm about to say, it could be for most of you the energy intensity of just everything we just stated, and it's a buildup of two people who could have had a timeline together, but left path, right path choices made it to where you continue to go up, and they have to do what they have to do. But for a big portion of here, there was even a form of like a love spell under you. There really was. You felt yourself waking up. It's like your body, you've probably been really into switching up your diet or your exercise routine. You're drinking more water. There was a deep time you felt clogged and hazy. You could have been sleeping a lot more than normal. Whoever this older source attached to you, what they're stating is when you're awake, that's the only time that this person has been able to speak to you. They can feel that you at times can wonder if you are not protected. You know for no shadow of doubt that you're protected. But if you've really woken up, can you hear their signs? Are you disconnected from them specifically? Maybe you feel like you haven't received a lot of signs from them in recent times, but they're going to send you blue flowers. Blue flowers. And that center on the card that's yellow is just calling out to me. So it really could even be like this type of exact color. A blue petaled, but the center yellow. They're stating that the person, what they were doing almost in a 3D sense is a continued match after match after match with the evil deities or energy or low vibrational energy attached to the person that you did not want to give up on. Because who you are affects who you are, is affected by who you surround yourself with. But not only that, where your attention is, even if the person isn't around you. If you see them everywhere you go, if you think about them all the time, they're still with you. whatever you did, that love potion, that infatuation, that was borderline feeling like you couldn't break. I feel you almost like clogging up in your throat chakra when you would think about how you wanted to let this go so badly for so long and you couldn't understand why you just couldn't. And now that that despair is gone, you can breathe. You have woken up to the fact that this person wanted your energy. That they gained confidence from making you look weak. You see, what you have in store now from being able to truly release this person, what you really have in store is a change of perspective when it comes to how many priorities you have. 2024 is bringing you more than abundance. And it's because you're willing to do the work. What they're stating right now is this person truly going back to the inner weakness when it comes to you not reaching back out to them. It's almost like a betting energy. They currently feel like they had their manifestation, you walk into their life, and not only walk into their life, but continuously show up. And whatever happened this past week in their life where they thought you would show up, they're feeling scared now. Or not even scared, shaky. They've broken self-illusion. Oh shit, I really fucked up this time. You can know once they actually try to reach out to you, for the ones that do, it's only out of fear. Whatever words they're stating, if they were true, would have been done sooner than this. You have to separate from this, and I can feel and see your mind shifting and realizing when your parasite tries to make things fit in real messages. Like spirit will send you signs, and the parasite will try to make you think the signs were something else. Spirit doesn't send, I want you to understand, Spirit doesn't really necessarily send yes and no's. They send you guidance. You can ask for specifics, but they're not going to go out of their way and say yes, no. If you want a yes, no type of situation with Spirit, it's going to have to take forms of your own language and communication with them. When you feel this overwhelmingness in your head screaming yes or no or etc., that's not Source. Source doesn't scream at you. Source doesn't make you feel that tightness of I have to make a decision now or it's all going to be fucked up. Intuition is like literally gliding. Does a surfer get so tense about the next way they need to move their board to stay in current, or do they just do it? When you're in flow, you won't miss anything. Because you've let go and no longer served, you're no longer under a curse. You're no longer under a spell. And if it's not anything that intense for you, you're no longer in a state of infatuation where you think this is something that you would be giving up on if you left. You understand the purpose of the entire relationship dynamic. So what's the hidden truth they want to express to you right now? They miss the smell, your touch, and the way your eyes looked into theirs. There's something about a small little grin that you would do. When people talk about you to them, they don't even have a response anymore. Because I'm hearing nobody can say now it was beginner's luck. Nobody can say now that you got lucky. Because you've done something twice or even 3 times now. This could be rising up from a certain situation. This could be rising up in career. This could be the body transformation. Take it as it resonates. But you've done something again. And nobody can say that you got lucky. It is undeniable. The dedication and obsession you have to your own success, to your passion. You are not obsessed with anything except your success. So when people talk about, oh, you said that, you said this person did this, or that, oh, this wasn't going to happen for long, or it was just luck. What do you think about this now? They have nothing to say. This person and you weren't too young. What that makes me see is that this is a person who they knew exactly what they were doing to you. Were they still young and had a lot to learn? I mean, being in this existence is always learning. But there was a point of them playing dumb from the beginning. They felt the same exact thing you felt from the beginning. But that state of denial, they would have had to go through some fucking self-realization that they were not prepared for to be with you. So currently, you could be in a committed relationship with somebody else, and they're seeing that. They're seeing you flourish with somebody else, or this is the energy intensity of, they're letting me know once you get into a relationship, this person's going to, again, extremely want what they can't have. Right now, there's this temptation of like, damn, they've gone quite a bit of time. Maybe I really did lose my chance. And now they're questioning if you're in a relationship. Take it as it resonates. But this person, once they see you're with somebody else, that's when they're going to want to say, hey, let's be together again. They want what they can't have. They like a chase. They also like... There's a sense of, go with me here, there's almost a sense of sexual addiction. Like, this person really likes destruction. And this is why this person is the yin to your yang. This is why you two are a mirror of each other. Because I sense two people that like the same things in more ways than one. Could even came from versions of the same background. Same relationship dynamics. But you led to light and they led to dark. You embraced the dark part of your soul, but you didn't fall to black, to dark. You were empowered by it. You still use it as fuel. You still use it as your fury. But you work with it all. This person was blinded by your light. And they had a choice. You are going forward. You are getting your candy. You are getting all of your rewards. This person can't be there for it. So when they do reach back out to you, no matter if you're in a relationship or not, you know what you gotta do. Continue picking you. That's what we got today. I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.